and welcome to another episode of Motors for the Masses. And before we start today's video, which is actually on the NTV, I want to introduce you to 3 brand new bikes to the market that are coming in reviews very, very soon. First of all, we have this, the new Euro 5 Zontis ZT125U. Can't wait to review that. Also from the same sort of range, we've got this one, the Zontis ZT125 G1 Scrambler, and we've got this, the MASH X-Ride 650. I cannot wait to get all these bikes out on the road and see what they're actually like. And there's reviews coming, as I said, very, very soon. So for now, let's crack on with the NTV and start today's episode. So roll the intro and let's get cracking. He's in there. So the first thing on today's list was a new ignition. Now this was the one I was having trouble with in the last video, if you remember. It's kept jamming. This new one sticks out decidedly more by about ½ an inch. But the main thing is, does it work? Well, Jamie has plugged it in for me and screwed it back in. And look at that, we have ignition. Ah, look at that, it's so easy. Oh, on, off, like a new bike. So, another plan for today is to actually mount the indicators and all these bits that are hanging off it. So, some of them really simple, some of them not quite so simple. Now, the indicators, I'm just going to weld in a bracket down there and a bracket on this side and bolt them on the side. So, that will go on the inside like so and just bolt there. I think they'll look quite nice on there. So, I'm going to make up 2 brackets. A little bit of weld, bracket, spray it black, same on this side, and then I'm going to put in a plate down here, just weld in a plate, just to put the wires in, so you can't see wires everywhere, and we'll just tape them up and stick them to the bottom of that plate. And then all we'll do is mount this and mount the regulator on the back or on the side, whichever, and then make sure it all goes behind these side plates. And that then is pretty much it. Oh, Jamie, you made a bracket, didn't you, for the... I've
designed it, but I've got to print it now.
Right, okay, alright. So we can't obviously mount that today, but he's designed a bracket, going to go under here and mount to the bottom of the Scrambler seat. And then we've got the exhaust back, and hopefully we can get this running properly today.
You hope?
Yeah, hopefully. Right, so brackets made. I've welded them on, grinded them down and sprayed them, so Jamie can now put the indicators on. And while he's doing that, I'm going to make a plate to go in here. So it needs to be 18, 19 and 19 with a little cutout by 15 with a 3cm curl up, and then they can go inside there. So that's 19, well it needs to be 21 so we can curl up the sides a little bit. Yeah, right, okay. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so the indicators are on. Fantastic. Now the idea is to mount the wires so you can't see everything laying around. Now I've made this plate. That is going to go under there like so, and I'm going to weld that in situ under there. So that is where that plate will go. Some of the wires will go on there. The regulator, which is currently on that mud guard, Jamie's now going to pass that so I can show you. Thank you. There, look. Now, it's only a short wire, so we're either going to have to extend the wires, but I was thinking to take off this bracket and mount that bracket on this side here, because it's going to be under that side panel anyway, so you're not really going to see it. So that's the plan with that. However, we are running out of time today. Now, unfortunately, plans did go awry. So much to do, so busy, and I apologise, but I definitely want to get the exhaust on and hear that running. So this is the exhaust. The welding was done by someone else. He had problems with his gas welder, and it was with him for a month instead of 2 days. And I just went up there and said, I'm just going to take it. I'll get someone else to finish it off, do the best they can, which is what they've done. It's not brilliant, but it's going to be sprayed black, and it is an apocalyptic style scrambler, so I'm not that bothered about how beautiful it looks. The important thing is it going to give us enough back pressure to run properly? So we're going to shove that baffle in properly and fire it up, and I hope it's going to work. So let's do that now. Fingers crossed. Now, whilst Jamie is shoving things in holes, I'm just going to see if the lights work. Right, lights, where are we? Lights. Lights, yeah, one light there. Indicator. It's flashing quite quickly. Why is it flashing quickly? Is the front working? Yeah. Maybe, did we put the regulators on? Well, these are bulbs, aren't they, or LEDs?
The bulbs, I don't know, they're not flashing.
That's not too quick, is it?
No,
that's fine.
Too fast.
Okay, brake light, do we have brake light? Yes, we do. Do we have another brake light? Yes, we do. Look at that! Lights work! Woohoo! So hopefully this will be the final piece of work on the exhaust, apart from the fact that I've got to take it off and spray it black. I just really hope it does it, because if not, then I don't know, just ride it as is. Okay, is the tank got fuel in it, or is it?
No, I don't think so, is it? It was on the bottle.
One off the bottle, is it?
It's got that dodgy size hose, isn't it?
Oh, that's right, yeah. Right, the moment of truth is upon us. Now, this has got a baffle in here. It's got a baffle with wadding in there. All three holes are blocked off with two 22mm holes. If that isn't enough, then I don't know what is. We have petrol running off the bottle because we haven't managed to mount the fuel pump and get it plumbed into the tank just yet. But now, are you ready? It's blowing, I mean, do you want to put the sights down now? Okay, I would say that's okay. I mean, you've got to look at this. This stuff was just a temporary measure. It's blown a hole in that. We expected that, so that's why it's popping. Once these are wrapped properly and the clamps are on those properly, I think the idea is actually to weld that to that. It's just getting it in position first.
Noise was an acceptable level, anyway.
Yeah, noise was brilliant. I would say that's a success.
Even with the pops and bangs.
Yeah, the pops and bangs weren't that bad, were they? I mean, it's nowhere near as loud as the Firestorm. So at last, the NTV is sounding as it should. As I say, there's a couple of little bits of blow from here. That's blowing, not anything else. But we just put that silver foil on there just to seal up any holes before we actually weld the thing in place. Once that's welded on, and that's actually in place, those holes won't be there. So there'll be no pop, 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 I don't think. The exhaust itself is a resounding success, I think, as far as noise is concerned. That is very acceptable. Even the pops and bangs, if they were still there, is still acceptable. And as I say, it was just blowing holes in this foil. So that, as far as I'm concerned, is a success. Now, next time on the NTV, we're going to be welding in that plate, sorting out the wires, putting the bits in place like the regulator and the ECU and the fuel pump on the side, behind the side panels, and then that is pretty much it. Oh, we've got to wrap the exhaust as well. I've got the wrap for that, but yeah, didn't want to wrap the exhaust, of course, until it's actually finished. So that, as far as I'm concerned, is a resounding success. Said it twice now, so it must be. And that is all we've got time for this episode. I do apologise it was a short one, but as I say, it's been absolutely manic. But next week, I'm endeavouring to bring you 2 videos. We've got that Zontis ZT125U and the Zontis ZT125G1 Scrambler. And then after that, we'll be bringing you that MASH. We've also got other stuff coming as well, so please stay tuned for that. And I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm sorry, as I say, it was just not as long as we hoped it could be. But until next time, please ride and drive carefully, but have fun. Bye-bye.